Good morning to everybody that's watching. I'm stepping out here. We're going to go do our laundry today, which we do at our daughter's house, pretty close to the beach. And loading up the car right now. I took the van down the road and a guy looked at it because the air conditioning has never worked since I've got here, or since I bought the van. Anyway, the van, turns out that he said it's gonna be $2,500 because it's gonna probably need a complete system. And anyway, he said that if I wanted to sell the van, I could probably sell it for about almost $5,000. Someone would actually want to live in it or so down here. They do that, they camp in these things and all. Good little van. Anyway, I went ahead and put the 2 cans. He says, it's not gonna hurt anything. It'll take about 4 cans. He says, go ahead and do what you want. And I went ahead and put 2 cans of Freon in, and as I was doing it, I realized it took it right in, and it started to cool off, and the clutch, I'd never heard the clutch kick in, but the clutch was kicking in and staying on a little bit. And I realized after the second can I checked, and I had some cold air coming out. But then I also realized at one point that it was leaking out, because he said it probably is going to have a leak. So let me see if I can get my finger off this here. But so here's the van, but down here above this wheel, I heard a hissing in there, and it turned out, he told me watch for a green dye or something, because someone had put a dye in this at some point, and I did see it and hear it, so I know where that leak is. I don't know if it's the only leak, but with that, I'm gonna clean it up and look at it and see if it's repairable or not. He said, you know, it has a front and rear air conditioning because it's a handicap van, and it's got a big system in the back. Anyway, all that said to say, I'm gonna attempt to repair or look at the leak and see what's going on, if it's possible. If I can't get it to do something, then I'll sell it as is. Let someone else work with it if they want to. You need air most of the time in Florida. Sometimes you can get, right now it's really nice out, so that's not at all a problem. Anyway, I was gonna say hi to John, hi to my mom, Sean, Byron, Wayne, Sherelle, anybody that happens to be watching. If I missed your name, Dad, I don't know who's watching, who's not watching, but we're gonna leave the campground pretty soon. We have our neighbors. The guy that lives in this place right there, I call him Kenny Rogers. He looks like Kenny Rogers. He stays in the camper about 23 hours a day. I see him get in the car and go get some supplies. That's about it. These people here, I'm not going to say their names, but they live there in this little camper, and they're usually there. And then the far camper right there, that little one, that's some girl. Don't know anything about her other than that she owns a horse and takes care of that. Our neighbors right here next to us are they're from southern Florida. They just got married and they're staying here next to us. Then there's John. John is a welder. He's working right now on these giant water tanks around the area. He's an iron worker, so it's just him and his little puppy. And if I turn back around on the other side of me, sorry, I got a little scratch. There's another person, I'm not going to mention their name. They work in the area and they live in their little trailer. And another guy, he's on the very end, retired, and he's kind of calling this home base, but he does want to do some traveling at some point. And then if I spin all the way back around again, so that's most of the park, and there's a little building there. It has no use anymore, I guess, for the guy at the campground. But anyway, there's a, I can't make it bigger, but the lake's back there. And well, actually the lake goes all the way around here. I'm gonna cut this off and go from there, but we're gonna go do our laundry, and I'll put some thought into this van, what's gonna happen with it. 2 or 3 weeks from now, we should be getting our own property, and then it'll be a whole nother ball game. That'll be the major leagues. We're just in the little teeny tot, you know, the Bad News Bears leagues right now. So they let the race cars drive on the highway, and I don't know why. 87 here, heading towards Milton. A bunch of race cars. We're gonna go the other way. Clear. So we pulled up and we see the fire trucks, and I was wondering we were gonna hear monster trucks or something, but they've blocked off the interstate so that the race cars can go down the road. I mean, they look like junks. Anyway, that's what's going on there. So we're gonna go back the back way and go back around where this property is that we bought. But it's kind of interesting and comical that they let these illegal cars, no windshields, no lights, just all beat up, and they let them on the interstate heading, I don't even know where they're heading, like a little parade of some sort. But we're gonna make our way around the other way, and maybe we'll figure out more here shortly. It's Mr. Big Turtle. Soft shell, long neck. Sometimes he comes closer, sometimes he doesn't. Turtle, turtle, turn around. Clear water. He's curious. Quiet out here, but this is Labor Day weekend, so you see there's a camper. When you first come in, somebody, young guy with a single tent. I want to zip around here, see. Saw a little animal lizard too, and it's up in this tree next to me. It scared me. Turtle, turtle. Probably go away now. He's had enough. Bye-bye.